Welcome to Story Sprouts, where imagination and magic grow every day. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into today's magical story. Once upon a time, in a sunny meadow full of colorful wildflowers and tall swaying grass, lived a small, fluffy rabbit named Remy. Remy wasn't like most rabbits. While others loved to hop around with friends, he was happiest when he was alone, munching on his favorite sweet carrots in his cozy little burrow. He was a creature of habit, and there was something very special about his garden. It was full of big, orange, juicy carrots, and Remy took great pride in growing them himself. Every morning, as the sun rose over the horizon, Remy would hop into his garden and pick the ripest carrots. He loved the quiet time, nibbling on his crunchy snack and admiring his beautiful garden. "These carrots are all mine," he'd think with a little grin. "I don't need anyone else to enjoy them." But one sunny afternoon, as Remy was nibbling away at a particularly large carrot, he heard a soft, sad voice from behind a nearby oak tree. "Help! Please, help!" Curious, Remy hopped over to the tree and peeked around the trunk. To his surprise, he found 3 little animals standing there, looking very worried. There was Squeaky the squirrel, with his fluffy tail drooping, Pippin the bird, her feathers fluffed up in distress, and Daisy the baby deer, her big brown eyes filled with worry. "What's wrong?" Remy asked, his nose twitching. "We're hungry," Squeaky said, his small voice shaky. "We've been looking for food all day, but the forest is bare. There are no berries or nuts left. We don't know what to do." Remy blinked. He knew the forest was struggling. The trees hadn't been bearing as much fruit lately, and the streams had dried up. Still, he had his secret treasure, his garden full of the most delicious, crisp carrots. It seemed like he could solve their problem, but when he thought about sharing them, something strange happened inside him. He didn't want to give away his precious carrots. After all, they were his favorite food. I don't know if I can," Remy said, feeling unsure. "These carrots are really special to me." The little animal's ears drooped, and they turned to leave, looking disappointed. Remy watched them walk away slowly, a knot forming in his chest. They were his friends, and they were hungry. Could he really let them go without helping? His heart tugged at him. Maybe he could share just a few carrots. "Wait!" Remy called out, his voice suddenly filled with warmth. The animals turned around, their faces lighting up. "Remy, you'll share with us?" Pippin asked eagerly, her wings fluttering. Remy smiled and nodded. "Come with me. I'll share my carrots with you." With excited chatter, the little animals followed him back to his garden. As they entered the lush, green space, their eyes grew wide. The garden was bursting with rows of plump orange carrots, their leafy tops reaching high into the sky. A gentle breeze carried the sweet scent of the carrots, and the sun shone down warmly, making the garden glow with a golden light. The animals couldn't believe their eyes. "Wow, look at all the carrots!" Daisy gasped, her tail flicking with excitement. "Help yourselves," Remy said, grinning from ear to ear. "There's plenty for all of us." Without wasting one moment, the animals eagerly began picking the juiciest, sweetest carrots. They chomped down happily, their faces lighting up with joy at the first bite. Remy watched them, his heart swelling with happiness. For the first time, he realized that sharing wasn't just about giving away something, it was about making others happy too. His friends' laughter and cheerful chatter filled the air, and for the first time, Remy felt truly glad to have them around. "This is so delicious," Squeaky squealed between bites. "Remy, you're so kind to share with us." As they ate, they began to share stories, laughing together and talking about their favorite adventures. Remy had never felt so happy. For the first time, he realized that having friends to share with made the food even sweeter. He felt warm inside, and it wasn't just because of the sun. It was because his heart was full of the joy that came from sharing. When they had finished, Pippin flew up into the air, spinning in circles. "Thank you so much, Remy," We're full now, and we've made a new friend. Sharing really makes us all feel happy. Remy smiled shyly. I'm glad. I guess I never knew how fun sharing could be. They were building something together. Friendship. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the meadow, the animals all sat together in a circle. They felt full, happy, and warm. Not just from the food, but from the bond they had created. From that day on, Remy's world was never the same. His garden was still filled with sweet, juicy carrots. But now, instead of keeping them to himself, he shared them with all his friends. Each day, they would play, laugh, and share not just food, but stories, games, and kindness. Remy learned that true happiness wasn't in having everything to yourself, but in sharing with others, making the world a little brighter for everyone. And so, Remy the rabbit discovered that the more you share, the more joy you get back in return. And with his new friends by his side, his heart was fuller than any carrot garden could ever be. Thanks for watching Story Sprouts. We hope you had fun and felt the magic. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you can join us for more amazing stories and adventures. See you next time, little adventurers!